3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13 is G. And then we have factors of 24. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. And then we have multiples of 5, which are 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. And then the prime numbers between 4 and 15. If 4 and 15 were prime, which they are not, but if they were prime, we wouldn't list them because it's between the numbers, right? What's our very first prime number? 2. 2. 1 is not prime nor constant. Our very first prime number is 2, and 2 is our only even, right? It's our only even. So we can't start there anyways because it's between 4 and 15. So it would be 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Is that it? Or how many numbers? Okay, where the statements are below are true. G and M have nothing in common. Well, G and M immediately have 5 in common, so that's done. K and M have nothing in common. K and M both have 5. Done. H and K. H and K have nothing in common. True statement. So that's the empty set. We should really have a slash line in there. And then G and H are empty. Not true. They both have a 1. So it would be C. This one, a selection of 90 students in a particular school was surveyed to determine the courses in which they are currently enrolled. 90 students is important. Now, we have to have a box with 2 circles in it, and they need to be labeled. Math, drama. So math and drama is X, math only is 26, drama only is 37, and I don't have to subtract anything because they say only, and if they say only, we're going to go to the one spot, correct? Then neither course is 15, so if I add these all up, they should add up to 90. What does X have to be in order to add up to 90? 12. Sorry, this is 12. And then it says the number of students taking drama is 12 plus 37, which is 49. Okay. Then we have this one. A survey conducted a class of 32 students. I'm going to put 32 here to help myself out. Sibling information. S have at least one sister. B, students have at least one brother. The partial results are below. Consider the following statements and then the 2 true statements. So this one says S and B not. So I go to the S and B, which is the eyeball, and I count everything outside of the eyeball. Correct? That's what S and B not means. So I go 6 and 8, and how the heck do I get the outside? Has to add up to 32, correct? So this is 15 and 6, which is 21, and 8 is 29. So how many are on the outside? 3. So if I add these 3 up, which is the not eyeball, it's 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is true. S is a subset of B naught. In order for S to be a subset of B naught, all of S has to be in B naught, but this is in B. So that doesn't work. And neither does this one. These are false. Remember that in order for it to be a subset on a Venn diagram, it has to be like an egg yolk inside the egg. Those are not. Then this one is SUB, which is sub, which is or, which is what on a Venn diagram? The snowman. So if I count up the snowman, I get 6 and 8, which is 14, plus 15 is 29, which is true. The 2 true statements are 1 and 4, which is D. Then we're going to flip over. Event A, randomly selecting a male. Event B, randomly selecting someone who can play a musical instrument. Are those mutually exclusive? Mutually exclusive means nothing in common. Are there just not in the world any males who can play musical instruments? No, it's totally false, right? There are some males who can play and some males who cannot. So it's not mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means they have nothing in common. So the males cannot play musical instruments. Mutually exclusive means it's disjoint. Mutually exclusive means you have one circle here, no overlap in the middle. 2 separate circles, okay? So which of the statements best describes the 2 events above? Well, they're not mutually exclusive because they do have stuff in common. There are males who play instruments, so this one's out. They are not mutually exclusive. They are not mutually exclusive because they can't happen at the same time, Or the events are not mutually exclusive because they can happen at the same time. Is it C or D? It's D, because you can be a male who plays an instrument. So that's what not mutually exclusive means. It means there's overlap. So here there's 28 students in John's homeroom class. Here to help me. There's social, and there's physics. So it says 7 take social and physics, 9 take neither, and then it says 8 more students take only social than the students taking only physics. So the students in social are being compared to the physics ones, right? So physics would be X, and social would be 8 more students, so X plus 8. 8 times the amount would be 8X. 8 more is just X plus 8. 8 less would be X minus 8, right? More or less is addition or subtractions. Now I know the total is supposed to be 28. So if I add all 4 of these sections up, it should equal 28. So X plus 8 plus 7 plus X plus 9 should equal 28. X and X is 2X. And then we have 8 and 7 is 15 plus 9 is 24. Subtract 24, goes back to grade 10. 2x equals 4, x equals 2. So this should be a 2, and this should be 10. Then we should check it out. So we have 7, 8, 9, 19, 28. So that's good. It did add up, correct? So we know we're good. Now we can ask the questions. How many students are taking physics? Does it say physics only? If it said physics only or physics but not social, I'd say 2. But it doesn't say physics only, it says physics. So what's it going to be? 9. So make sure we read thoroughly. Here, considering the 6 Venn diagrams, which one goes with which? So we have A or B. That's the snowman. The shaded snowman is 6. This one is A and not B. Remember when it's and not, then that is going to be a crescent moon. Which crescent moon is existing? The A crescent moon, because B doesn't exist. It says A but not B. So that's going to be 2. And then this one says A and B not. So this means not the eyeball, correct? Not the eyeball. So not the eyeball is everything but the eyeball shaded. So it's 4. 6, 2, 4. This one threw people off because they're like, what the heck are all these things? It doesn't matter. It's just telling you what U, Q, all of them are, but it's not like actually asking you to give them a definition of a polygon, right? It's just labeling what they are. So U is a 2-dimensional shape, Q is a quadrilateral, C is a circle, T is a triangle, X is a polygon. Here's your letters. Now it wants to know here which of the following statements are true. So the first one is Q is a subset of P. In order for Q to be a subset of P on a Venn diagram, Q has to be the yoke of the P egg. Right? Is Q the yoke of the P egg? Yes. So then this is true. Now if this is P is a subset of Q, P has to be the yoke of the Q egg. Here's the Q egg. Does it even have a yolk? No. So this is false. They're just testing to see if you know which letter has to come first in order for it to be a subset. Then the next one says P and C equal the empty set. In order for P and C to equal the empty set, P and C have to have nothing in common. P and C are disjoint. So that's true. They equal the empty set. T is a subset of Q. In order for that to be true, everything in T has to be in Q, or T has to be the yoke of Q. Is T a yoke in Q? T is a yoke in P, so if they said T was a subset of P, we'd be good. That's a double yolked egg there. A winner, but not in this instance, so false. And then we have T and P equals T. So if I take the T and P overlap, that's just this, correct? T and P overlap, so it's just equal to T, which is true. So it's number, or letter A, 1, 3, 5. Now here we have a group of 36 college students. I'm going to put a 36 out here to remind me that's the total. We're asked if they arrived at campus by train or by car. T is by train, C is by car. The results are below. So I immediately find the outside if it doesn't give it to me because I have the total. So this is 27, so this is going to be how many? 9. So 9 arrived neither by train or car, right? That's all that means. So here it says the number of students who selected neither the train nor the car added to the number of students who selected only the train. So it's 9 and 7, which is 16. Which of the following illustrates W and B are the empty set? If W and B are the empty set, that means W and B have nothing in common, which means they are disjoint, which means they are A, B, C, or D. Anyone know? 16. It's B. Nothing in common, no overlap. Here we have 3 sets. Whole numbers less than 20. Whole numbers less than 20 start at what and go to what? 0, because it's the very first whole number, because it's the number with a whole, and they go to 29. So we know we're going from 0 all the way to 29. If I actually had to write these out, I would have to write out every number, but that's just for my own welfare, so I can write it like that. But if I was actually asked to write the set out, you'd have to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Odd numbers are going to be from 1 to 29, technically, right? Could they keep going? Does it say they have to be less than 30? No, so this could keep going. It could be 29, then 31, then 33, then etc., right? And this is 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. Here it says, which of the following statements is not true? They're actually all true, just so you know. So, J and K. So what's in J and in K, is all of K, right? 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, is a subset of H. H is all the numbers. Oh, I think there's a faulty thing. So this is true. Just wait, they might not all be true. I forgot that one keeps going. So this is J and K is a subset of H, which is true. Because J and K are just 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and that's a subset of H. True. J or K is a subset of H is actually false. Why? Because J keeps going. See how J keeps going? It's actually more numbers than are in H. Because it doesn't say that it has to be less than 30. So it's this one. This one's the false one. I meant this one. What am I doing? This one is true. This one's the answer. Okay, this one is K is a subset of H and J. If K is a subset of H and J have in common all the odd numbers from 1 to 29. And K fits in all the odd numbers from 1 to 29. So K is a subset of H and J. So this is true. And then this one, K is a subset of H or J. Well, now there's even more numbers, so it's true. So it would be B. Then we're going to flip over. And the reason why it can't be B is J or K gets you more numbers past 31. So it would be more numbers than I have in H. So here we have a Venn diagram is used to illustrate the relationship between A and B. The regions of the Venn diagram are numbered 1 to 4. The region that must be shaded for A or B is what shape? The snowman, and it's saying not the snowman. So what number is not snowman? 1. This one wants 2 sets that are disjoint. Disjoint means they can absolutely not have something in common. It doesn't mean that I can find examples where this is not true. It means for everything they're not in common. So I have people who have a computer, people who have a cell phone. Well, there are people who have both. This one, people who eat donuts and people who do not eat pizza. There are people in the world who are like this. So there's some overlap. People who have a brother, people who have a sister. There are people with brothers and sisters. So there are overlap. I hope this is not true. I hope that this is disjoint. People who play professional hockey and people who do not skate. I don't know how you could play professional hockey if you can't skate. They do not work. So it would be B. This one here, the member of a book club, F, fantasy, mystery, adventure. The following are represented. Then here it says, which of the following are true? Shh. Below is true. Not M. Not M. I cover up M and I get 15, 12, and 8. Which is 27, 30, 5, 35. Not good. Did everyone? Yeah. Then I have F and M and A, which is 6. So that's not true. Then I have A or F, but not M. A or F is the snowman, but not M. So I kick out all the M ones. So this is 27 plus 8, which is 35. Ah, it's C. What are the rest of my tests? Go ahead. Okay, here we have, there are 77 who take at least one math, bio, or chemistry, so there's none that would be outside the circles. But I have to have 77 in here. There are 3 who take all 3 courses, 7 who take bio and chem, so bio and chem eyeball needs to have 7, but there's already 3 in it. Math and chem has to have 5 in it. There's already 2, or 3, so it's 2. Math and bio has to have 16. There's already 3 in it, so it's 13. 26 take chemistry. In the chemistry circle, there are already 9, so this would be 17. 41 take bio. In the bio circle, there's already 20, so this would be 21. 35 take math. In the math, there's 13, 16, 17, 18, so this would be 17. Hopefully that adds up to 77. The number of students taking math or chem would be this. Which I don't know how much that is. 56. The answers to the other worksheet. Oh, you got to grab the worksheet.